mama kwaba ediba Ernest BREW Smith show on YouTube. Obey to me subscribe. Na interview so ye bia no. Inside to me I could be ene yene yem papa GY Appiah, former Ghalca chairman, ena yene no ebe bon komo bofa kwatono. Played very instrumental role and so free bono ti yene ba be din komo na ebusa no. Emra started so be football. I didn't push it man be football. About football no cry saying and I will see who no Ghana football so saying and I is it here. Mr. Appiah, good morning.
Morning.
You share na che.
Achepa.
And busia for obi ahwe.
Obi ahwe.
Okay. Now you ka ura GY Appiah. GY no plus Appiah no. What is the meaning?
Jenu Joseph.
And
I one year Appiah. Why yaw.
Joseph yaw Appiah. Let's just say Yesu papa no. Okay. Na menim usano na no bobo na usana no bobo.
There be most school na me bo hockey.
No bo hockey. Ti na se board e mbe okra.
Na me but na me di BA Stars ne be United achi.
Okay. Ye be na start studio much.
Sister more secondary school.
Oh wow.
Na me mates no nyina support to BA United.
Okay.
Nti me decide say me ko BA Stars.
BA Stars.
Nti na me ko di bofo akwachi.
Ko di bofo akwachi.
Nti early 60s no. I'm di bofo akwachi.
But one kasa in papa na free.
We free shatre just 12 kilometers from Sunyai. Bron.
Oh, okay. That's all yeah. People.
Pure. E ma me papa nyina ya
Bron. Ti that mo siblings mo yes mo enu afọ be say.
Me ma edu mi no. E ma edu ma mi no.
Oh, okay.
Na me papa ma papa ma nyina 18.
18.
Aye.
Wow.
Me papa worry back okay me ma.
Anti em fa na so papa e worry mi no dey 18.
Aye.
18 now to say.
Me to so num.
Enum. Okay. In the time I now for more school now. A B sister might be no more almost support different team no. Time I also buy BA Stars no. And I be United no cry no. Saturday we better now play because we school there so we need capre.
Saturday na me a supporter.
Oh yeah, supporter.
But me be ye active member I can't before 1980. Na ma jo ochiri bi na ye ya Accra rep. And so ya attempted coup bi ma e no free mo. Until o free ho no na mbesi na 1980.
That's 80. Saturday no the best thing.
80. Yeah, me 46.
Okay.
Nti na me ya branch.
Okay. In the time I started say we be di na dey na running football. And that is saying was it so simple, was it so easy?
And easy na ye I say to hu acha adwuma. For kwafo ba ha me na me baby a won beda na e won bedi. No me kai na won be no aduane kura wo me fie. Ase kura won ma ba no aduane da. Nti ya di a na mani je ho a me ya branch a me die akire. Me tim tukwa kura ko hwe won matches. Ti o ma na be ye chama me ye chama gi se tamale nko ala manko. Baby o be ko bia na me die akire.
Na idea na we are need to support you because football will be say a very expensive venture. A dear important part na we are need to me kushiniwa na to me asade and say bia we feel kromo ba no ma be aduane eden a dear na kushin dear satam na we den. Na
me adwuma okoko ball na me say ye farmer ye wo meto kuyayim and me fortunate more fa na rich cocoa farm of free mo di na ade. Tina kakra o ho a sebe mo pa from akatua no utim de at that time to na niema bo anya de sei won mo ba won de aduane gu won ka no so ijakura ka ho to won ba ha niema nkitingiti bi na woto ai
tina ne bo nche
na bo anya de
inti em fa the time na we Accra Rapid ma be United no bofa kwa time na we Accra Rapid mo no agim bi a sad administration no mutumi e de bofa kwa itumi ba premiership na
ye buy near Sankoi, and ye buy premiership.
And you be ye be na mobile.
Yes, and idea okay, and come a year research if you mean person member wrong date. Ya bam you know, ya come you know nearby. Okay, ye near the can de GF court, ye dear court on one banner, but yes, some buy.
GF ye then I'm the mom court.
And yes, see ya. Won't see ye.
Net the important part in
it. Ye ne, say, go start ball be and a decision now on your name, your papa near the court. Ye banner. But unfortunately, the following year has said one court. So your money has.
Into see can for the first time in the history of our football, before qua any the GF court first.
Yes, yeah, the GF court first. And your banner. The following year, Accra House of Folks so the GFA court, but your money one. That is the injustice in Ghana football.
Now, more court in Moody for an Moody Bim.
In Cavalry, let me say, yes, I may check it. I say, we were looking for some redress, and one catch a GFA said they should do the proper thing.
And today, they're importing Panam.
Football, your points, your near gold stars, a ball now. I say, decision be, I say, protest be by the protest or no, near Nino. I check a cry. If you had told me this, I would have done a lot of bit research for you to give you a created the near one court.
And you're banning for how many years?
I banned for 2 years.
But because I'm satisfied, say banning because
that's I'm running and I was the GF court. You be banned.
No money pass Musheda.
But nay, one Emrano told the beer, Osha, and your fair. Where your freedom, yet some freedom, so I think you have the right to take GFA to court. But when it comes to the interpretation of the rules, you know, they are. Now I get to me say, Obobo, we results on you okay, you take it like that. But where I only say in Sway and you say, see her, now be the so I don't think say, all the GFA court, Watumra.
So what it means is that the interpretation of GFA rules and answer Emrano, and you're fair to, and cases are easy, no.
And you're fair in most cases, and you're fair. Say me human right what transfer. I don't answer me to my uncle court. Be of freedom of everything. I told time freedom, so they have the right to take you to court.
Oh, okay. Into before that time, and now we are carrying no. Now him for more running before that time, no.
Yeah, but for quite the Hedipa BREW running. Mr. CSB, Alaji, Yaojai, Papa Bino, Kumasi, Thanos, Kumasi Crowns, no, ye Dunsini, also ran before Quada.
Nana say, just a yes cancer, what to me around because they okay, they say, will be crabby, I said, on your bunny. And maybe bunny crowd to bata coat na baby action and so still no timber. Na easy because we be on same mood now to me run before
the less expensive because but so when some nibia won't more run team because one marketia, one more keys, Jesus, who so my one now ye. So when some nibi kakra they won't more run team manning ye. Obribo him crawl or Obribo and be before quite charm and the shortest charm or the 2 weeks. Or the 2 weeks. Like Obribo.
Are they only a cutia?
There be offer no own team into your guy, no other guy, 2 weeks, no guy.
It's the shortest chairman ever in the history of Bofwaka.
And OD 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Aye.
That's a short ABC we are football.
There we. And to Bofwaka, dear, I rarely saw through so many hands. The Nina saw a hot war and then rally say, yeah, BA stars, no, not BA United, an amalgamation of Stamford and Azakes. And Tennessee, I'm falling through a one team. And to you outside Sunyano Bar, you see where the idea, Ope Bia Boako, a whole. And Tina the Usrum in our bar, one bar before aqua. To share ya, how will be a Bako Sunyano no support a day before aqua. Until Rose Quam, Mr. Quam, also be able for Quacham, no US manager was Sunyai. But
I will before quite looks like it's a month for yes, okay, before quite Manson team. Now it's a 10 BR, no more the more banks I did, and now they bet we are see where she are, they bet be and talk here and there. Meaning one of my running area, there
be before quite a year associated with Manson. And say, apart from a dear and one call, quarter no. And football, the litigation, the unqualified player, the but I mean, yes, sure, say, before we are associated with litigation.
And Tubeka said so far, baby, Bofakwa was a CA, a honest and come to me as football club.
There be, in case say, Bo Premier. Now, share any Arsenal near course on name yet. But their fathers are.
Mr. Appiah, at the other side, pushy 1 month when it to me, yeah, a J as okay, any mother association, no. maybe or send to me idea to support them until the point to be probably Ghalca chairman. I mean, Ghalca chairman in the street, and I say,
me Ghalca treasurer for 9 years.
wow.
And some maybe the Ghalca chairman for 10 years. And roughly, me say 20 years for Ghalca.
Wow. 20 years.
9 years as treasurer. For 9 years. And yet I cry 9 good years.
9 good years. The beer crown farms are saying, I'll be to me a challenge you, be at say.
And then come by ye in be in country. And a year for office, so we left a fortune. The just cover. Baby office, I one more say no, they will be there for 35 years. You see, me pension is the office. And I will be yeah. So we had to go into agreement with Sports Council to be a one. They will be there for 35 years.
Under your tenure? No?
Under my tenure. They just came down one me buy and one the big World Cup, the big African Cup of Nations. Until we let a fortune. Yeah, the first day I talk car. Na GF referees no buy the more high. They about GF Busia. Oscar the board GF Busia.
It's the highest Busia between the board GF in a basin.
About $400,000. Now your bottom so African so Busia.
Now when you scan here to make a board GF Busia that to me both clubs no so Busia.
Top 4 only President Cup I bono, not sponsorship no here. And I need Yesi Council. It was they were well organized events and Yesi free. In yes, we don't misapply the money, we keep it. And yeah, the allowance to cry you and I am talking. Because we first say we be sick one here that. So we try as much as possible to protect personal.
It is like Mr. Appiah Jai Ghalca to home. Meaning so be kaya scabens are to be jatu. Apart from say one more officer or meeting me at 30 something years. Now to me body if you Bosian, to me book class or representing Ghana or Africa no Bosiano. Never necessarily be kaya book or to me JSK saying a motor.
At least not less than $500,000. You near your dollar account, your euro account, and your OCD account. So I can so about code this area and can make call a copy of the handing over notes. Okay. We left a fortune.
Into year been out the free Ghalca.
1997. 207.
The year was like 207. So one kind of crowd, moved to me Joe moves by $500,000.
Yes, it just go. We left a fortune.
Wow. And they said now to say because Ghalca needs car reho.
Reho because we are there. Oh the it we home me catching a me no yan say executives am no nya adwuma no bia yini yam ye adwuma ye me kai ko ball finance so nya ne sunkonwa Ghalca executive me ne kwa me to no ne ade ye sunkonwa ko stadium obia ye tu ne ho ye kwa ye fa Ghalca bus me say ye kosunya me da nkodansu atrem koda hotel kwa me to koda kira itu ye hu si wo say ye adwuma no. The allowance cry no na ni tuyede ni office sacrificial
nti yem fa na Adam Otania no menim wo betimi aka say bia we did that period nyina na bia mo nche den tu allowances bia
allowance there be say Ghalca executive per se no na menye sure say ye allowance bia say
nti dia na motivate mo to me adwuma to extend say $500,000 at all say
no we had me sure na da bia na Jordan can say the late Jordan can say ye ni sika na da achi kwase se bia mo kwase afo na be ba bedi. We sacrifice to build Ghalca. I mean, say, oh yeah, you be so true. Now we need na and your personal Ghalca. That time now I had a sacrificial work in the area. I quite remember say even in the executive committee of the FA, and there's allowance, sit allowance and 10 cities. I jump on by say young found 15 cities. I did the year no name. You see a sacrificial. So we thought to say service to the clubs and then service to our nation. Until we were not thinking about the monetary aspect. We were thinking of the welfare and then the good of the association.
Until we had a as compared to more time, because we got Ghalca losing value.
Yeah, at least no, we don't hear much of Ghalca nowadays. Because a young time no. We were fighting for the interests of the clubs. Now Sports Council had the tickets. Sports Council was dominating, and you know a lot of printing of tickets in Ghana Sports Council in a year, we had to fight very hard and send our clubs, and F18 printed tickets for the clubs. And send our Sports Council stay away from selling tickets. That Sports Council and turn tickets, now all my can say and papa. So we were fighting for the freedom of the clubs. And we were very eager to liberate the club from the clutches of the Sports Council.
Under your tenure, Ghalca was able to achieve BBS achieve under your tenure.
Yes, we were able to achieve what we set ourselves to do. That time, my Bilim called South Africa, we had wanted to turn the league into a professional idea. Ambassador Solomon, one by, I was invited by the South African football to do the follow-up. And the young clubs, and I thought that your own enemies. Trust, and implement, some were to lose their positions, so they objected to it. And yes, the league would have turned into proper professional league now, because South Africa the way they were doing their things, printing cars in there, it was a business set up by itself.
It's not hindrances, no, saying to me and running under Muteni, want to me and say South Africa, the example.
Clubs now, when the final decision came, the clubs now, we were fighting for idea. It was South Africa, steady, BREW printing in the man. They voted against it, so we had to drop it.
Clubs
we had to drop it.
Wow.
The documents, the documents are there. Ghalca, the documents are there.
Oh, okay. In the end, when you talk about Ghalca, you say Ghana League Clubs Association. It's the end, common functions, back and city.
The welfare of the clubs.
The welfare of the clubs.
Yes, the welfare of the club, because top four, for instance, the clubs in call Africa, now there was a break into a boy say to keep them active and then raise funds for them. And he has all those who went to Africa, they were self-sufficient from the great proceeds of Ghalca. So they didn't have any financial problem.
Oh, okay. Tell us generative revenue aside from, because
yes, we generated a lot of them.
Now we generative free
both from sponsorship and then the gays. Because from the gays, the attendance, so everywhere the grown up by that time, the attendance were huge, almost full to capacity. We were able to put up good publicity, and then we treasured our sponsors. Nobody will sit on your Tuesday. You will get your tickets out the barbecue ball. We at least we gave it a professional touch. So organizations were running after us to sponsor us.
So I will tell you number of Kase, or said vice president of the GFU, should come from Ghalca.
Yes, now government in appointing the party.
Okay.
And we told we back where Vanya can just say no way. Clubs need the majority shareholder. And the vice should come from the Ghalca. And I am a vice, I am vice chairman of the GFU.
And the vice chairman of Ghalca
was the vice chairman of GFU.
And no Kosian Techi the buyer.
And Kosian Techi the buyer. Before then, Adikoka, I think Adikoka too was my vice for some time. And we had to fight because now Sports Council dominated BBI. The government dominated everything. About appointed GFA chairman, we had to tell the government, say, no way. You stay away and let the clubs do our own thing. And now, clubs, and Yakwanya, one president, and
one president. Because me name the previous say to me, but me no need in common. Me tea unkumudinimo. Not just a Juma Moye, nay, Juma Sombupa. I now decided I feel want to us on your chamber because we'll be out to me raise almost by $500,000.
You can be on the stage all the time. It's all true, Mobiba. And I thought it was time for me to go away.
And to see how that's why I got a chairman that crowd looking at what is happening now. Sorry,
I say what sacrifice your life, what sacrifice will be build an empire, and empire not collapse. Because Obiba also about top 8, Obiba also about say the top 4 now. The idea and Obiba, what I see is Obiba, he wants to undo what you did, but me can't share me when you answer many executives near and Ghalca. I don't think say there will be ever in history say Obi bet my year near and one quarter.
Because feels like I can follow the same trend.
Oba top it. Oba what person was a son. But me can't share me when you answer near minimum executives year. I don't say me inquire near minimum executive year. I don't think there will be ever any Ghalca child with my year one quarter of what we did.
Wow, where executives now could you feel no come right?
One time, no, Ghalca secretary, he resigned and he went to Obuasi.
Oh, okay.
Achampong, Kwame Ntu, Kosinyan Techi, Richard Kwashi, the late Anagbla.
Wow. Oh, when you boy, you oh, with the monka fra, said nice idea, and your agents, but I say I will hear the state, said he can you hear the state of our football because one more time, now Champions League, you will 2. 2 never represented Ghana Champions League. Confederations Cup, they will 2 between represented Ghana, never represented Ghana or Africa. But as a side many it's a see any will be. I'm sergeant.
A confirm. But we were doing positive interference. You say F we step in to tell the F say we but now no antisa. During our time, we were doing positive interference. Said I can't say sufficiently. We were at times putting pressure on the FA to do the right thing.
And the current ones, to me, they don't have that power even to do that.
And I can't speak for them. You who are watching,
oh, I ask more. And I said, will be the same because Kwasi Ntachi is Jumambo. And then I think that Kwasi Ntachi more than will be our Ghana.
Oh, yes, Kwasi. It was through me in Akwasibaye, the president of the FA. We coming to Jordan Nagra, Kosia Champon, and others. We will help him greatly in the campaign to take him around.
I can't bet you because everyone automatically will be a vice chairman of Ghalca. That time, automatically, you want to be a vice chairman and as a vice president of the Ghana Football Association. Because
the campaign, we called a club official, club chairman, during the campaign time, one-on-one, you call Contrastis, a person we president of the FA.
No, I'm just looking at it from where I'll be a vice president and son or Babi TQ as FA president. Since I throw a vice or Ghalca, into automatically we'll be vice as vice president.
Tama Nyaho Free Honor. He acted as the GFA president.
But no, I know a vice under.
No a vice under Nyaho.
That is it. Let me say okay, automatically a vice or Hanady. No one is also be a vice or her. And the time
that time yes a sign. That Canada government ne but during Kwasi's time, yes, a sign. You can see a to Abana we were fighting for our freedom. And you say, to Abani, Obi and the manual government in the department Bani. So Kwasi was the first beneficiary of the change, and internet told us about
president of
we campaigned very hard for him. We traveled to every corner of the countries. A club chairman and no one-on-one. They say we a person will be the president, win. So and this said na say be mo sika asay no. We were able to get in touch with all those who had come to vote. And yet we were able to convince them say Kwasi would be or could be a very good president. And we campaigned, we traveled all over the country, everywhere. Team
Biawe response the same, more influence.
No, they were happy. Say we've traveled, we've come into their homes. Say Otuwano Abba, say more too many bed here. I will. They were happy. Say yet 2 years 9. Quarter Bolega, dear Sunyani club chairman be out to a bill
fee. No influence.
Under no influence, no better.
Wow, but we back at a time now, so Ghalca boy Juma Pa and Kwesi also Kwesi Suba Beto Honey. And one cast one volunteer say be our contest for the FA presidency.
Now I've had enough of football. And I said, oh yeah, baby, you must say no. We must be able to say no.
In time I Kwesi be take you over as FA president. Or ye Juma now to do any tuano. Because I know ye Juma because because be na kwesi na manfo adebechin kwesi adebechin be kwesi me but when the juma no ye throughout the time na obeka say he did well
human nature no of late say we yourself for people come to you now if you don't take care you lose your focus one be ba perhaps they would want to cut some people out of you.
Okay,
I think that actually those who came around Kwesi at that time, no. Obviously we were there, but they didn't help him. Yeah, this is what I would say. They didn't help, we were there, but we were at the backstage.
Like Omo Bere kwa ben so sara fu so mambo
Oh, say nipa de oti wiase a obi ya there you must look at him in the face and tell him say they we here. So and this only obi ya adwuma we hear 1 2 be nkoyi tell him say they we here.
But now to me sir.
Yes, maybe I'll look at you in the face and tell you.
Well, last time to me catch ebi akwesi say oh we had there one yi aha ebi a kawi ni say anke betumi afa no so okay na sign na wo kan no.
Oh ha na other say my friend oba ana me say Kwesi we dey ye dey anye ni ye we ni si anke ye and otie
Tell examples baby ben na bi obetumi aka supporting sa decision you take we say na bo amini so obekaya ebi o bibia wo friend ka jense masa sa di we dia mo akra
bia say if no take decision bia na say bia won etoda judgment bi ba na enya friends Kwesi judgment we dey enya can say yes and if there's a way obetime ne adua aya ana say matiki say mo ye we enya mo hwe pe ko bi na mo mfa so enya enye popular with the clubs ya hwe ni ye na enya so advice as a father and Kwesi my father say me nua keto ana me ba so any advice or the man I did my best to do it.
Oh, okay. And to work with 10 years now, Obeka say, and he acquire fast so or the free so. Obeka say, even Ghanaians grad refer to him.
You see, getting to what I can say is that the last 2 years, now, the way we were at first, it was very close. And I mean, those around him, perhaps thought to say, we were. I don't know how to put it, but the last 2 years, now distance, to say first part, you could get to him anytime, you could call him anytime, you could do this, but when the distance, banner idea, but the last 2 years, now I say,
just like relationship,
now relax, or how dear. We were calling him from time to time, but there was last to be back Accra.
Okay. To that for more Ben.
Because if it were to be at the first one, like I went to the uncle, I can't uncle.
I come to better.
Say all course had the near dear, uncle, I can't uncle. I can't say uncle.
Be a coffin as issue.
And come back and say uncle. I would have told him, say uncle. Oh, the be says will be the sponsorship, but he has to come to you. Some who are nice in groups, about 2 or 3 came to me. Also, yeah, bro sponsorship, yeah, Bruce. Can I thought that I mean, who near me, mammy, I could do all my bizarre say, Sabian, why do you agree? Oh, blame Sika. Oh, be sponsor, why can't you be bravo? Does it sound well in your ears?
We have said, Musi, oh, dear, Usi handle, no more can say.
Oh, the sponsorship will be back and to a person whom in Lamiko who could see. And I'm beside the Madame for as I'm working. A son well in your ears. Oh, bread Jeffica. And you want to give me money to go and see Kwesi. Do you think say you are normal? I quite remember boy na we no we na here na nim. Second one, na GFA be too kwan. Oba me ho. So pete na do bisa say udru ho ya travel and tour or me dan nim. Yeah, I thought that let me feel bad answer na me the man, but I think it was the work of God.
I just say swali na.
Yes, I tell them who say no.
Ono na oba ho no.
Oba am hot twice. Oba am hot twice.
Nti oba no say ne jiwe ne fa ko hu kwasi.
So or this sponsorship ba na nam se madam for kanokure pa say who this ke bra efi o bra sponsorship. No what can kire me say G na ko hu kwasi it sound well in your ears. It doesn't sound well in your ears.
Well, this ke
bra me no na what say can say G come. It doesn't sound well. Nti madam for sorry na ko.
No se kwasi ho no handle the ye na ma omudi nya no.
So catch there say if they discuss all those things with me, I don't think say I would have advised him to go.
But you hear the course you know. Do you think so more yes sad no cry no? Sebi.
It was a planting. People sat down and planned everything.
Say a dean the be bomb mutrim say or say kwesi yantechi na ye na say.
And there those who sat down to plan, they will know because now share events, you know, the course idea. It was a planting. People sat down to eliminate him.
And now if you say Bella kwesi at that point no you be or money conscious.
Kwesi is not money conscious. Kwesi, I know him, no, he's not money conscious. And I thought that idea is sunny there, but Kwesi, I know him, no.
Wow. It's young fan say GFE president or my bar. If started from chairman, Babepim Sanume. Say we with you, be an answer, Kasubia, or born homeboarding, as far as that position is concerned. Kabeka say Kwesi number one.
Kwesi ni Benkofi. Because me Benkofi did very well. GF established in every Benkofi. Benkofi, the Sikasem was upright. Benkofi was upright, followed by Kwesi. Benkofi the late Benkofi. Say me barely I stay at least I've seen about 10 or 15 there. Benkofi stabilize the GFE. Yes, be a because I could see Madame Funtia.
And no so Busubina so Busasi Bia. The other is a Kwesi 10 years. Who benefited from Kwesi because or who benefited from the system because Kwesi is president of the FA?
In what way?
I just want to find out. Say Bia and Fanny say who take advantage of Bia because Kwesi or ban now, now.
There be I don't mean yes, Masa. Yes, sir. There's not a single day we catch a Kwesi say be a blast to Kwai, Mamin Kobi. Not a single day we catch a Kwesi say, oh, she said committees, my baby and I mean we have been Kobi. I don't, not a single day. Because oh yes, sir, you put a lot of pressure on him. Nipa me catch a Kwesi say on Fano or blast management committee Yao Nane politics.
Oh, okay.
Apart from Yao I never went to Kwesi say, oh, ye minuya and me back Debbie. And
politics,
say, you know the way we do our politics, NDC and PP.
Okay.
So Kwesi, NDC, yeah, it will help a lot.
Oh,
and don't Kwesi do this. Yeah, we are a home better.
From afar, no man for him send me. I'm saying no to grams of Kwesi Bano Abema be about 200,000. Oh,
Debbie. Okay, oh yes, sir. And up to now, Kwesi Bume. Say, oh, boy will be now the see baby. There's no need. But not a single time in me, and I'm a bar, say Kwesi, and I'm myself, Kwesi. Last year to come, I'm Kobe. I never went to Kwesi to seek any favor.
Anyway, Buani clarify we. Now, man for crass so can science balls I feel under Kwesi 10 years. Balls your ball gun in and your benefit.
Oh, I know
the mouse.
I know the see, I did a bidding. I know the board, the name supply boss. I know the I must say. But it went through bidding. Kwesi am picking me say, me carry referees been a year selection now. Boss on the no I was supplying balls to the FA. But my price on only compare a year, it was very competitive, cheaper. And through that to cry, so my company no sponsor a man team Black Queens for some time. And the boss on there, yes, I was supplying, but quantity said water. I don't think say they bought more than 300 pieces a year.
Of balls?
I don't think.
Ah.
Oh, look, I make actually. I don't think say they bought
300 balls.
I don't think the only ball league. Yes, I don't think say it's.
There
be near and Chebi Maclass.
There be never say be a Kotoko has a boy. Sadly, almost bear 50 balls as a bear 100 balls by stadium.
There be. I don't quite who can invest.
But what I'm saying is a 300 now
and I used to I think the higher ball they bought from me was
because what I know is that all centers in and some more balls some ball. I don't know what you're saying.
One more sentence, but I don't think say they bought about up to 1,000 balls from me at a go. Then they took 20,000 a day. I don't think they bought up to 1,000 balls from me.
Into say Mobede and crime referees be there.
The test of the quality. Yeah, well, FIFA approved, FIFA inspected, professional, my boss, and even peppy in him. Yeah, well, my boss, training boss, professional, FIFA approved, FIFA inspected near the NT. I quite remember, say, yeah, referees been a year.
Any matches.
Quality, yes. It was a big responsibility on me to supply the best. Share prices and I brought from the idea. The margin was I didn't want people to talk say when you could see free tea.
Many other groups say be on bid for supplying of balls.
Adidas was there.
Wow.
I think Puma. You see, they say check it the way I was selling the balls. Now share net compare price of other idea. You could see say
now compare quality.
Quality you could see say. Mine was the cheapest because I didn't want people to talk so only could see free or the ball not aboard. No, I didn't want people to. I had that in mind. I knew people would talk about it one day, so I had that in mind.
Oh, okay. So how can yes, will be going to say be a conflict of interest because it was
yes.
When I'm campaign money for the
I was in the business then. I started football business long ago.
Oh, okay. It's here the current state of our league. I'm someone for campus. I'm for so you league in the crowd. I'm started up on somebody. You've been in it still out that soon.
We won't support for
Bauni Premier.
Oh, and then no can you do at them. So people are trying to shy away. And you cry, say I told you, coming in discuss football. What can you do at them? People are trying to shy away from football. Simply, people, when you go on there, they will ring and insult you.
Wow.
But I don't go be a bit my job. But when we ate in Ukraine, young woman, probably break that I get. So I don't want to comment on the current idea. Sport journalist,
but the year to it be a 10 years back.
You could see a been a work in Africa, you're quiet, and then you 2 slots, 4, but and then one cried, you're quiet, baby, and Samba. It goes to prove the standard in yellow.
I'm for so a reason point is that who being as a be a buying, it is Cabashay league in him.
Say, home, if we're able to do it well. So I don't see why we don't get sponsorship for the league. Oh, from the little that we gathered from top 4 near the end, I don't think the FA will treat the sponsor as we did.
Okay.
It needs special attention because one, exposure, advert near the we don't hear much of it. The more exposure you give to the sponsor, the more the sponsor is prepared to continue doing business with you. Say the American, our time, no, Tuesday, we take it ready.
Wow.
Ubaba Stadium, your label, we sit. And Bibia, and then we were giving them the needed publicity. We had arrangement with GBC and other. I think even Peace, we signed agreement with them. So all the time you hear of the sponsor. And in a work I know who say, Scala or investing on the Faso. Now where Tokwani the top 4, I think there was 1 or 2 occasions per Mikaya Mobile the later day. And apart from that, there were no incidents. Because we respected our sponsors. We gave them the mileage they needed. And everybody. There was a time 3 or 4 people were following us to sponsor. And the way we treat our sponsors.
Let's just say, maybe a quality in the me but say it's handle sponsors.
Yes, we don't treat them well.
We do more publicity.
We don't treat them well.
Oh, okay. So Black Star, you know, idea. But him said, what full Black Star? Would him say almost it's here. See, I hear Black Star team no, and they walk up here because yeah, looks like if I say, see a team here come on,
oh, do we play as a team? More as a team. We play as individuals. You can have the best the players, but if they don't play as a team, we share the last match a boy, or one there. But opposition on the mind, you know. Nobody expected that. We would have given them 3 or 4.
Against Nicaragua.
Yes, Nicaragua is unknown. Individually, you know, we have good team, but they are not playing like a team. You see, and people are talking about the coach being part-time. It's a problem because a national team coach in here part-time there, it's a big problem. To me, you know, I don't understand it. I don't think anywhere in the world,
country like Ghana,
I don't think anywhere in the world a national team coach is a part-time coach.
It's a problem.
It should be a big problem because all his attention is not on the national team. He has divided attention. How can he perform?
Oh, okay. In TMH group, South Korea, Uruguay, and I feel Portugal. Based on their okay there. Let's just see.
They prepared well. Have we prepared well? Be a miracle can happen.
Apart from that,
miracle there. Because here the way we played against Nicaragua, the way we played against Brazil. Brazil was testing the formation that they've learned. So after scoring 3 goals, so they stopped. They could have scored less. You see, they tested the system, the system of play. Look at the number of changes they made. They were playing the last game.
It feels apart from miracle there.
Apart
from that, the anchor. In cry.
When I work
because said there, and you're my ACL queer. So because you'll be a coach part-time, a country like Ghana, didn't mean you'll be a fully committed. Will be to me as a Jumano. Internet is a fast and Panadia. But now someone soon can be uncle.
Oh, do we have somebody up front? Who will be up front?
Say, oh, I'm feeling Kaka cry. A fene a striker.
How effective are they?
Inaki Williams.
No, how effective are they?
As compared to Asamoah.
Asamoah, no, sir, whatever feature, the fitness at level near the but sir, coach in the handle. So coach in the first will be to my bar. It's up to the coach. I'm not to judge.
Okay. Until so far, Kate administration is saying that
I don't want to comment on it.
I don't want to talk about that. So, okay. Until the future of Ghana football, do you see Ghana in the future bright? Looking at what we handle things, yeah, you must see.
We only have a bright future if we're able to tell the truth. And cannot create. And cannot create. And I make say I don't want to give recent example by Enkano Kre. Ibini say before the KFA court we were banned. How they call the following year young man one. Emrana assistant in so Enkano Kre. You will only have a bright future if only we tell the truth. And then the clubs too must stand up for their right. To me, you know, I don't see say sponsorship also the 1 million advert. Have you seen any advert?
They won't be BSR. And them says can at least some of my stakeholders no crowd are getting less as compared to the
those who went to Congress. We read somewhere say the boss that they were supplying sponsored the sponsorship, but those who went to Congress say there was an amount in the account say all matter ball. So if we want to have a bright future for Ghana football, the class must stand up. They must not keep quiet all the time. They should stand up.
Would you before say you be a dear company by I'm for food Ghana, you're a developing country. Your strength in terms of physical seminal and share down here into a quite be a better one can be to me a generative scan. Like you be a making sure scan so you be you sooner effectively. And to know be correct, I say one be a black star or my qualify for World Cup. Maybe on stage almost CA. They have almost about 12 million or my generative says scan. And had into the end it's okay. Maybe a black star. She's scan on between bear 3. Maybe almost spending 1 on the players. Maybe another 1. Maybe a buy consolidated family and family membership. They are canon. Maybe a feeling keep for the next couple of ABI qualifies here. Maybe I used to say scanning and year to maybe I. But let's actually say your generative scan at 12 now. Your big tournament in the baby not 12 no.
The way you see in Ghana, we don't hold people accountable for their stewardship. And to be a ban or but people are held accountable and we do the proper thing now. What you are saying would have been a very good idea. It is Kalamana, Niope, no ye. At least a blaster, your boyfriendly matches, it's kind of way. Nobody has come to account to us. It's Cassini, I say, but a state institution, it would have been able to, they would been able to have tell us, say, yeah, boy, we are Brazil in your 2 cities. This is how we spent it. People feel say they are accounting for our stewardship or accounting for money in the country, is not the best. So people are not enthused. Say you be used to state funds to do a lot of things. Now you can see say blaster bobo kananka blaster in Brazil bobo inka kubu beti bibia because of accountability and idea, the enthusiasm is dead. Blaster bobo yani Brazil uhu bibi.
The obesha kwa
the buafu
Ghana
yes, but we must do things properly to change the minds of people because and that's we are seeing in our day and you Ghana uncle and to be a green no and to one year dear a bit to me I'm will be a clear conscience about you. People don't think about you anymore.
It's a while face Bianca. Also Ghalca chairman anka. How to face and Kabi or Ghalca chairman anka.
Oh, that I played my part. I think and happy to say I had a good team and we did what we could.
Oh, okay. And to see Bofakwa, Slow Bofakwa. Me sure say be one with the other no support you money. If we Ghalca, I'll buy see a football day. I be a to a bit. Our life for me. Say then away.
Me a cocoa farmer, me a fish farmer. And I'm a tiffy.
Okay. Okay. And this is how you still enjoying after. So obey Ghalca chairman after.
The Ghalca, Obi beside me said, "Now why Ghalca bed?" And I told him, "Say Ghalca were not paid. A sacrificial work we did with interest. You know, coming to my champion, we did it with interest. Not unlike today." Those are the FA3 or who can the reserve committee we serve us for so many years. And I make a be say a champion can say you increase our allowance to 15 cities. Yeah, I don't know why. I say sacrificial work on ya. It was 10 cities. Yes, no could go first. Ultima uncle. We thought say sacrificial work were to do something for the nation. Unlike today. Reserve committee members during that time it wasn't like that, it was sacrificial.
Oh, okay. With the make sure say be our advice be out my especially more running the affairs of Ghana football beats, be at GFA, beats or moments work at that sub committee see make sure so foot to be out of
the Americans one fan of they should be fair and firm to everybody. And Mara did the Kwakuno, young friend Nikwesi. And yes, you won't be discriminated. If they are fair and firm, their things will work.
Okay. Intention be being Bofaka some premiership.
Bofaka, Baba, this year.
This year.
The chairman, we have a very solid management team. Yeah, Baba. Rather unfortunately, last 2 years, but there were other forces that work against you, but go well and will come.
Oh, okay. Well, just on a lighter note, say the way football administrator, meaning baby Bobo.
da bi ba mabo
na one person ba so be boss so
oh me dear me o ye me ba me how so we school na ma bisa dey adwuma na person o ye me bisa several times I won't choose profession for you and do obi obe me bia na I don't impose my ideas on him maybe so there na person o ye ni person o ye na memoir ye say more me oba na so be bo I don't think say me can so more
we finally you said here Ghana media and so no handle things as far as our game is concerned. Do you think say your proper analysis? Do you think your proper reportage in there?
there be mon ye fair your reportage mon ye fair mon to mon kan okure to da no kure da ho ala mon na mo yes
And it's also kind of
o ka ho bi because nipa no ya de mo na mo ye independent judge say tim ka che nipa say we are wo ye na enyo but the third animal take his side mo defending near be any say mo defending that is not the way to go about it the most once some subai now you should be fair no kura de ba akopɛ no kura no aka can say no kura enye no kura say enye no kura but the third mo defending near be any say defending.
all right. Ora Joseph Yao Appiah, J.Y. Appiah, and you don't know a bon common. Fashion team, it's a timer, all free Ghalca, almost $500,000 US.
Or more.
A bit to me cry more. A bit to me cry more. Almost time. No more. Emma Club Sika, and more the call Africa. Name near a buying on the area. Almost time. No to me bought GFE Bosia, and that's almost to me pre-finance GFE activities. Then so now buying. And at the moment, instead of the American.
Now be Division 1 say na ye sponsor retire referees can middle league ni na Ghalca can sponsor ni na
direct money from Ghalca.
yes yani ni sponsor
and sponsor middle
league
another revelation first division so on middle league on my ball league na wie no middle league na on bo na you dey determine the obeba premier no na Ghalca and na sponsor ask yourself today saying enemy on my ECT. And until I'm saying now, what subscribe Ernest, BREW show on YouTube. Said it be exclusive to me now. Inside a bit to me. I can. Ura Joseph Yao Appiah, J.Y. Appiah, and I. You're in the bonko mono. You're the son of Moshe Adakana.